All right, welcome back or welcome in. Today we're going to do a little bit of a 7-day recap on my 30-day putting challenge. All right, so just to get straight into this, as far as we're going to talk a little bit about what I've learned so far and kind of where my goals are as I want to progress through this little 30-day challenge. Just give a little recap of where I'm at after 7 days. So for starters, I've really learned that I don't like putting in the cold. Putting in the cold is awful. It's not fun. I don't enjoy it. My body stays stiff. I can't get into a rhythm. There's zero routine. And ultimately, it just makes for a really, really bad time. So that's number one that I've noticed is putting in the cold is awful. I've got a couple things that I'll talk about in a minute that kind of help with, that should hopefully help with that, but we'll see. I've also learned that thinking too much about your putt turns into a stiff and rigid putt, which a stiff and rigid putt is a bad putt. So that's not a good thing. I'm also noticing that it is very hard for me not to think about it. Like the more I think about my putt and the more that I think about the fact that I shouldn't be thinking about my putt, the more I think about my putt. It's a nasty little catch-22 that I don't know for sure if I've solved yet, but I do have some ideas on things that I think will help. But I don't think it's going to be an easy transition in order to implement those items and really make that change. So, yeah. For starters, one of the things that I think makes that rough is I don't really have much of a routine. Like, I just kind of putt. So I need to try to get better cues and better routines and something that I can really just lean in on when my head is in the way and my mind is moving a million miles a minute and I can't control what's going on and I just need to take a step back. So hopefully a routine, something simplified, a nice easy cue will really help to engage that muscle memory more easily without my brain getting in the way. I really want to focus on getting an aim point right now. I'm trying to focus on a chain link, but I'm inconsistent with doing so. I realized that I might have 2 or 3 sets where once I think back on them, I never once aimed at the chain link and I was just aiming at the hole in the cover of my basket, and that's not good enough. Aim small, miss small, military background, and it's a pretty consistent trend in most anything that you ever do where you have to aim. So this is just another one of those items that I need to work on and stay more consistent with. So as far as short-term goals, I want to get back in consecutive days above 40%, the mid 40s to high 40s ideally, but ultimately I want to get out of the 30s, really raise my floor, because the whole point of this is to just improve my consistency in play. Right now I play at MA4. I'm not that great, but it's not that I have the inability to make shots. It's just that I don't have the consistency to make the same shot, which I think is pretty relatable for most people, regardless of what level you're at. Like I might be able to make a shot 20, maybe 30% of the time. And I just like to get that number up closer to maybe 50 or 60 and just have a little bit more consistency with things. So my long-term goal for the rest of this challenge, because I never really stated this at the beginning, obviously when I'm doing shorts, I need to keep it quick. Attention spans of people, they don't really want to hear me jabbering about stuff like that. If you guys take the time to click and watch this, then obviously you're a little bit more invested and you care to think more into the mindset of it. So long-term goal basically says I want to be above 60% putting from C1, especially with the cover on, because if I can do that, then just the other day I was putting in the yard with my daughter where I was throwing at the basket. I wasn't keeping track of anything. She'd pull them out of the basket, throw them back into the yard, and I was making a very high percentage of them. It felt much easier without the cover on, and like my yard's got some pretty decent elevation, so it's not like they were just straight line putts. I've got a big old tree right in the middle of my yard that I have to try to get around. It's probably 5 foot wide, and I'm straddle putting around that, and then my straddle putt for the first time felt usable, which was kind of a confidence boost there. So we're going to continue on, see how things go. I really appreciate everybody following the journey so far. If you want to keep up, go ahead, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know things that you're seeing in the footage or anything like that. I know it's all sped up, so it's a little hard to tell, but if you're catching anything obvious that you think I can do differently to maybe improve, let me know. I'll try to implement what I can. I can be full honesty right now is my real goal right now is to just stop thinking and overanalyzing everything and kind of just let my body do what it feels natural. So other than that, subscribe if you want to keep following the journey. I've got a lot more skill-based progression things that I need to be doing. I'll be doing a recap similar to this moving forward. Less goal-oriented, mostly just learning points, things I've improved on, or things I feel like I should have improved on and haven't. But nonetheless, I will continue to put out little recaps. Hopefully they'll be a little bit shorter than this one, but this is just the first one, so I got more information to give you guys. But I want to do something like this for my forehand because I've been working on it in the background. I've usable sort of now, not off the tee, but maybe for some up shots. So progress is progress. I will take what I can get. But anyway, it's been TheDiscDaddy. From diapers to drivers. Until next time.